All right.
Die 1,000 deaths.
Not really. I was just thinking about Street Fighter. What's up, people? I am, of course, destroying any European viewers' sleep schedules, but it's all good. Where this is, it's July 4th, so I'm streaming. Special stream. Well, I might not have streamed today if I had streamed yesterday, but this was part of my regular stream schedule, so let's go. Let's go. Make sure I got that list of stuff. Good, great, awesome. This is gonna be a thing. I switched the audio for my capture card from just the capture card to the source that I've labeled capture card audio, which is a separate audio channel that specifically broadcasts uh the capture card audio and not the like video. Hopefully there's no delay. But I can also hear it through my headphones. So it's gonna be quite something. I'll tell you that much. Hopefully there's people online. And there are. Nice. Man, it's been a day. It has been a day. Good day, but very long day. So we'll see how things shape up. Of course there are politics for me to talk about, relating to the same things that I talked about last time. I actually last time I wasn't terribly happy with how poorly organized my thoughts were on the matter of the Supreme Court ruling that effectively makes Donald Trump and Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is currently the president, above the law. So I will communicate. I will try to communicate the full extent of my frustrations this time. I took some notes to that effect. I really wanted to like get across as clearly as possible how fucking mad that made me, and you know, the sort of political analysis and reaction I had to that effect. So I'll get to that at some point. Uh, but until then, I want to have somebody at least present so I can sort of engage on a certain level with those ideas. But then, in the meantime, there's a couple of well, goofy stuff. There's some goofy stuff that's been happening. It is July 4th, and it's raining outside, so no fireworks. Thankfully, holy shit. Somebody in my neighborhood was actually a few days ago, I believe it was like almost a week ago, they were like lighting off fireworks in the middle of the night. It wasn't even July yet. This was back in June. This was before July had even started. Month of July hadn't started yet. Um, it was like I was already getting to bed kind of late, you know, later than I usually do, anyways. And it was like what was it? 1 in the morning. It was like 1 o'clock, and I heard fireworks going off, and I kept hearing them going off, and it was like it's not super common that this happened, but it actually prevented me from going to sleep. Like I was having trouble going to sleep because somebody was lighting off fireworks. So I actually had to I called the non-emergency line for the cops, and I was like, yeah, this is just for a noise complaint. Like there's some people setting off fireworks and they've been doing it for like 30 minutes. And like it's been preventing me from going to sleep. It's the middle of the night. uh, but they were like, yeah, okay, we'll check it out, and they stopped after that. So that's nice, I suppose. And then I actually think that hurt my sleep schedule a lot. The just those fireworks being set off on one night actually genuinely harmed my sleep schedule. I was in the process of like gradually setting my sleep schedule back on track, and that was wrecked by one fuckhead with fireworks. Yeah. We'll see how well I drive too. I'm quite tired today. If I do something like this. Okay. Out. Ah, a star. This is 3 laps? That's kind of crazy. I'm surprised this isn't 2 laps for how long it is. So far, so good, actually. Ow. Son of a bitch. Okay. I just hope the shock doesn't happen. That would be, tragic. Okay, well. One red shell. Dude, mirror mode is rough, let me tell you. I didn't get an item. One mushroom. Oh, no, I was gonna say, I kind of want to be in, like, a back spot, if possible, to get that box, but I didn't get the box. Okay. My only hope here is to fucking outline everybody. Oh, that almost got me. Okay. Okay, third. Not bad. God, that was a good race. That was a close race. Whew. Very close race indeed. Also, be sure to let me know if there's still any delay on the capture card audio, on the game audio. I know last time, for the last few times actually, I've been having issues where, for some reason, OBS is it's like sandbagging the bandwidth of my capture card or something that's making the audio lag by about half a second to a second. So something will happen on screen and then the audio only happens a little bit later, which is annoying as hell. To my knowledge, switching to this alternate source fixes it, but I would rather not have to do that on account of it also playing the audio through my headphones, which is a little bit weird to get that effect. But either way, I mean, it should be fine, but eh. I have been considering getting a haircut as well. Apropos of nothing, my hair's getting a little long, even for me. Might go in tomorrow or something to get my haircut. That'd be good. Okay. Huh. Quite a hectic start. Mushrooms, that's really good for this track. Yo, this guy on the cart in first? What a G, dude. I kind of wanted to let him have first, just because he's such a homie. But anyways. I'm in a really good spot right now. First place with a decent lead and a mushroom. It means I have a okay amount of red shell insulation. See, he has I don't know what he has. Okay. Okay, that was good usage, I think. Got triple mushrooms for my troubles. That was definitely worth. Ooh. Give me that. Of course, now I'm in first with no item, which is not great. Oh, okay. Not anymore. You have a mushroom or something? No. I need an item. And I need it really bad. No, barely. My finger was pushing the button as the shock happened. Oh, well, this is perfect. No. Damn it. Oh, well. This is a cracked room, so I'm gonna stick with it. This is great. Alright. I guess there's no escaping it. I should talk about the news and stuff. Because, you know, I am, after all, interested in politics. Okay. Alright. This I'm not going to have any news article for. This is just from my own thoughts that I wrote down into some notes. Okay. So, the Supreme Court ruling. I was not happy with my thoughts on this, at least how poorly organized they were last time. So I've come back. I have some notes about what all I think about it. A few days ago, on actually the last day of that the Supreme Court was in session, they decided that Trump is above the law, and so is Joe Biden. The ruling is as bad as you think and worse. In fact, there's going to be like 3 parts to this. I want to separate this roughly into 3 parts and then some ending thoughts. First up is the ruling itself. As I said, it is just as bad as you think it is and worse. Like, there is no amount of fear-mongering that could adequately express the disastrous nature of this Supreme Court ruling. Fully, the office of the U.S. president is now just above the law. That is, like, not even an interpretation. That is the textual content of the ruling. That the office of the president, for any official act, is immune to prosecution. And, of course, like, the most obvious thing to draw from this is that this is, like, very obviously lays the groundwork for authoritarian dictatorship. Like, very, very easily, not even a question. Anybody who argues that, like, oh no, there's still limits on the presidency is fucking coping, and they're, like, liberal, and I do not respect their political opinions. You know. I gotta get us to a straightaway in a sec, and then I'll be able to continue. Oh no. Give me... oh, damn it! I didn't get any of the mushrooms. Oh well. Ooh. I'll take that. Oh, that's bad. I shouldn't have done that. In third with no item, and I got bananaed, it might be Jover. But anyways, so yes, the ground being laid very solidly for an authoritarian dictatorship, and like unquestionably so, right? And it won't just be assassinations either. The thing that everybody rightly focused on was the president potentially assassinating political opponents, having like dissidents killed and stuff. But that's not the only consequence that's going to come of this kind of ruling if/when Trump wins the presidency, which I think he's unfortunately quite likely to, right? So, in addition to that, in addition to the assassination of political dissidents, right, you're going to have, like, full fascistic control over the Supreme Court and the executive branch. And the executive branch presides over a lot of things. They preside over regulations, archives, and history. And education, too. You'd better fucking believe that a fascist United States is going to be heavily involved in pushing Christian nationalist narratives and talking points in schools and blatantly rewriting history in ludicrous ways to like support a fascist narrative. The Republicans have already been doing this at the local level with like book bans and shit. And, you know, the Democrats weren't exactly stopping them. In some places they were, in some places they weren't. It's going to get so much worse, which is horrible for like, well, it's horrible for just mental health outcomes of kids across the board, but it also is disproportionately going to impact queer kids, especially queer kids who grew up in religious and very conservative upbringings, because there's almost a 1-to-1 of conservative family with a queer kid and an abusive family. Like, that's almost a 1-to-1 relationship. It's almost like, and this is going to enable that, in fact, you know? And of course, kiss any two-state solution goodbye too. Another issue that this impacts is Israel and Palestine. Israel and America are going to be bosom buddies more so than forever once the Republicans take power, because, you know, fascist states love other fascist states, and Israel's a fascist state. And if America becomes one, then like, never mind the like sliver of hope that we get sometimes that maybe something is possible in the Israel-Palestine conflict. We're not going to get anything, you know? Oh, shit. Fuck it, let's do it. Yo, what's up, Diddy Kong? Bro, I'm committed to this guy getting a victory. I want this guy to get a W. He needs a fat W. God damn it. I tried to outline him. Oh, this is such a bad respawn. Okay. I gotta use this as soon as I land. God damn. This is one of my better tracks, too. It's just mirror mode is a son of a bitch. Oh, damn it. I should have saved this. It's okay. It's okay. I'll get a box. Okay. I think I'll use this here. I want mushrooms more than anything. That's not mushrooms, but okay. You know what? I'll make it work. I don't know what he has, but... Here, I'll go wide. You can take the inside line. Oh, no. That's actually okay, too. Go right. Yep. That's not what I want. Also not what I want. This race is just bad all around for me. What's up, bro? Stars, really? I haven't gotten a single mushroom this race. Except for that golden. Like, that was it. God, I hate mirror mode so much. Okay, well, look. Anyways, where was I? Education, fascist narratives, and history, and whatever. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be a horrible result of this ruling, is that the executive branch is gonna have carte blanche to fucking push all of that, right? Oh, now I get a mushroom. Thank you, when I don't need one. And, yeah, the two-state solution as well. Look, literally everything that the executive branch has the power to touch via the president, so everything, will get much worse in record time because Republicans have a concerted roadmap for it. And the ruling from the Supreme Court that the president is above the law is the green light to just go ahead with Project 2025, gut the administrative state, fucking fire all the federal employees that aren't hardcore fascist loyalists, and basically just start the crackdowns and the revisionism and the, like, expansion of fascist influence abroad and shit like that. Like, literally, this ruling is going to make China a preferable geopolitical alternative to America, which is which is not something I thought I would see in my lifetime. I mean, I didn't exactly think I wouldn't see it, but I didn't think I would, if that makes sense. Anyways, look, that's just part one. That's how bad the ruling itself is going to be. Now let's get to part two, which is Joe Biden's reaction to it and the Democrats' reaction, I guess. Or I guess, no, that'll be more in the next one. Like, this is just Biden specifically. So, this essentially confirmed that America is in the sunset days of the Weimar Republic, so to speak. So, what did Joe Biden say in response to this? Fucking nothing. He, like, went on stage for 4 minutes. The speech that he gave was less than 5 minutes cumulatively. And like, this was supposedly about a Supreme Court ruling, something that has consequences so massive that, like, it's going to fuck up the country for generations. And he dedicated less than 5 minutes of airtime to it. Jesus Christ. And of course, when he went up there, all he did was ramble about Trump and how you should vote for the Democrats in November. Literally, like, went up there to supposedly talk about a Supreme Court ruling and didn't mention the Supreme Court's role in this a single time. Ooh, it was infuriating. And this is part of the problem with liberalism too. This is a product of Joe Biden being ideologically liberal, right? That, like, he's incapable of offering any critique of liberal institutions because in the mind of the liberal, institutions are flawless. And of course, it wouldn't be very civil of him to be mean to Clarence Thomas, the most Hitlerite black man in America. That was actually pretty smart by me. No, I'm fucking dumb. Jeez, I thought I knew this track on some level. I mean, I do, but, you know, clearly these guys know it a lot better. Alright. Good mushroom usage, I think. Oh shit, you went over me? That's wild. Oh no, I couldn't get an item. No, I couldn't get an item again. This has been the session where I really can't get an item when I need one, huh? Still can't get one. Alright, let's try this again. No! Damn it. Okay, that shock was okay for me. Fifth? Bleh. So where was I? Biden saying nothing in his speech. Yes, sunset days of the Weimar Republic. Biden doesn't care enough to say anything meaningful. And of course, knowing full well that he is now a god king above the law, he expressly promised not to exercise that power. Joe Biden literally went up there and said, "It is a sad day in America. This ruling will embolden Trump, blah, blah." The ruling put the president above the law, not Trump specifically. You can use that power too, motherfucker. And he literally promised not to do anything. I fucking hate liberals so much. It doesn't help that Joe Biden is a husk of a man, but like this is the typical behavior that's expected of any liberal. This is like I could have told you this. Because liberals are the system. They don't think anything can fundamentally change about the system because of like the end of history brainworms and whatever. They would literally rather lose to fascism, let the country succumb to fascism, than lift a single finger to criticize liberal institutions, because that's their lifeblood. Liberals only care about institutions. They don't care about democracy. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the bully pulpit. They don't care about the media. They only care about the fucking unchanging nature of institution. And paradoxically, that leads them not to guard them, because they think that they are so immutable in their immovability that like that they do not need guarding. That is preposterous to think that they could ever change. And that's why they ostracize progressives so hard. This is why, fundamentally, like the attitude that leads people like Joe Biden to never mention the Supreme Court in a ruling that came from the Supreme Court is like the same thing that leads Democrats to only ever come alive when they are fighting against progressives within their own party. Because fundamentally, the thing that they oppose is only change. Like the Democrats don't necessarily oppose fascism. They do oppose socialism, because socialism necessitates things changing. Fascism doesn't, not all that much at least. It's possible to transition from a more democratic form of government to a fascist form of government without any institutional overhaul happening. Like this, institutions can remain completely the same, more or less. However, for progressives, social democrats, and socialists, such change is necessary to bring about a better vision of the world, right? Like these platforms are both like different political platforms in some way than the status quo. But liberals are more amenable to the fascist platform because it leaves institutions pretty much intact. Ooh. Okay. But that's my thoughts on how Joe Biden particularly responded to this. That kind of that mixes a little bit with my thoughts on the liberal responses to this. But that's the next part that's coming up. And I'll do that when I have some breathing room here. God damn it. Damn it. Not racing super well, but look, as long as the room doesn't get any smaller, I'll stay in this room. I'll stay in here entirely because that Diddy Kong kart player is also here. That guy's a homie. Anyways. Now on to the response from the liberal media outlets and the Democratic Party, right? That Joe Biden's just one guy. He's a very central figure, but he's just one guy. What about the rest of the sort of institutions that sort of exist on the Democratic side of things, right? The Democratic Party's reaction, unfortunately, has been pretty much the same. Like, Joe Biden's reaction was not that much different from the Democratic Party and liberal media's reaction to the Supreme Court ruling, which is infuriating because they refuse to project urgency at any point. Something in 2017 fucking killed their brain cells, right? I remember when even the more liberal leaning media outlets were sensationalist as fuck. CNN, NBC, they used to be Fox Newsing it up with the kind of spin they were putting on their stories. But now, like, over the course of the past few years, they've literally toned it down for the sake of toning it down because they realized, oh, our marching orders, more or less, are to be quiet and polite and civil. And being loud and passionate and argumentative is uncivil. That's Trumpian. That's very Trump-like. We don't want to be like Donald Trump because he represents everything wrong with America. Not in the sense that he's a fascistic wannabe dictator, but rather in the sense that he's not polite and that he's mean. Because fundamentally, those are the only things. Even the Democrats, those are the only things that they oppose about Trump. They like if they had more of a problem with Trump's policymaking and his ideological underpinnings, then they would be doing more to combat him and the Republican Party at large and the Supreme Court, because there's clearly a project of institutional takeover here. But they're not willing to do that because they don't care. They don't see those as problems. So, for them, there's no problem. They don't feel the need to project urgency. Okay, yeah, he's got a mushroom. And he had a star. Wow. I want to see if I can snipe this guy in front of me. Not quite. Oh, wow! What a fucking lag spike is that? I'm gonna let these guys pass me so I can get an item box. Oh, god damn it. Why would you do that? Okay. Next item set, I need a box. The homie, there he is. Let's go. Oh, I got a box, but don't know how much good it'll do me. If somebody has the shock, please use it when I'm in the cannon. Thank you. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not quite as perfect. But we take those. We take those. I'll take that 6th place. Fuck it. I raced decently well at the end. It was just a matter of the shock. Kind of a dice roll. Let's keep going. Yeah, the liberals' response to the Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity was beyond infuriating. Like, for shit's sake, there were liberal pundits saying, "Oh, this ruling isn't that bad. The president will still be subject to the law for unofficial acts." And then when it was a specific guy, I don't remember what his name was, but when he was asked if the president what if the president officially orders an assassination, he basically said, well, that'd be illegal with no explanation or justification. Like, motherfucker, the text of the ruling makes that legal. The tier of commentary that the liberal bourgeoisie, the capital class liberals are engaging in is so goddamn illiterate and dismissive that it literally it goes into malicious territory. And that's not an accident, because they're part of the capital class, and we know that the capital class loves fascism, or if nothing else, they love ceding ground to fascism, because fascism is a reaction, a political reaction to advancing progressivism in society and changing socioeconomic landscape that is actually quite convenient for protecting the interests of private capital. Basically, they're like, it's like a contest between the left and the right, and when given the option, the liberals choose the right most of the time, because the left actually wants to threaten the power base that liberals draw from, that being liberal institutions and capital, like private capital. That shortcut is great. I love it. Bro, what the fuck? I got bumped as hell. Bro, it's him. The homie in the flesh. I might chain this. Maybe. Yeah, I'll chain it. One green shell. I shouldn't have changed it. Rip. And now I'm in fourth with no item. Well, that's not true. I have one Juan mushroom. Okay, that didn't do much for me. You know what, though? A lot of people are going to pass me here, probably. Which means I might be able to get an item at this set. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Alarm. I know my laundry is done. Sorry, bud. Stop. Okay. I actually got a decent spot. Huh. Fifth. I'll take it. Oh yeah, as also I saw a Rolling Stone article that pertains to what I was talking about with the sort of liberal reaction to this and how underwhelming it was. There was the Rolling Stone article said that apparently like Biden, which I guess he speaks for the Democratic Party in this sense, expressly ruled out reforming the Supreme Court, which only confirms everything that I've said about liberals deferring to institutional authority above everything else that they do, right? Editing Y2K, be sure to link that in the description. But, like, the liberals were always going to lose this fight. I guess this is kind of where I go to my ending thoughts here. Like, whatever happens, I think we're now realizing these are the sunset days of the Weimar Republic, or whatever the analog for that is in America, right? The groundwork for a legalistic, which means within the bounds of the institutions, fascist coup has been laid, and it's been being laid for the past 40 years by the Republican Party, ever since they, I don't know, ever since like the Reagan and Bush administrations, like Bush Sr. And the liberals just fucking gave up without a fight. Like that's fundamentally that's the reason that the fascists have basically already won, is because the liberals expressly resolved not to fight back. The whole "you go low, we go high" bullshit. That's specifically like they're saying, "Oh well, we will simply ignore your attacks on democracy and advancing social norms and workers' power and whatever, and queer people and minorities, and we'll simply say that that's very unpolite, uncivil, and work with you anyways." Right? Like, it literally, it's just like the strategy of what if we gave the fascists everything that they wanted while pretending that we're somehow morally better than them for allowing them to win. Like, fucking, like, yeah, great, genius. You'll get to have that written on your tombstone when you're dead after you lose and the Republicans order you to be assassinated. I'm playing like Garbo, probably because I'm tired today and stuff. Alright, I'm using this here again. If it rounds this corner and gets me to the straightaway, I think I'm good. Okay, cool. I hit a couple people, which is funny. That's the ideal outcome there. Golden's a really good item to pull there. Oh, that's actually not a bad spot to get blued. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that ramp and be back in it. I'm saving this for the shortcut. Please nobody get a shock or a pow. Don't get bumped off. Also, I raced so well just to get 6th place. This is tight. These are tight races. But I want to stress something. Lest this come off as a doomering, which it is not. It is not, in fact, doomer to describe the set of political facts that we are now confronted with. Because I don't intend to do nothing about it. You see, I'm not a liberal, so I will not simply resign to doing nothing. In this respect, I can never be doomer, because to be doomer is to give up. Doomering is not when bad things happen. This wasn't an immediate, like, spur of the moment thing. I know a lot of people only started paying attention after January 6th, or in my case, I started getting, I started paying attention to politics back in 2016-17, about the time that Trump won the election the first time. But from the moment that the Clintonite Democrats took power in the 1990s, right? With all the fucking arrogance and outright disdain for, like, the American electorate and the democratic process and the media and whatever else, like, for all of their complacency and neoliberal institutionalism and whatever, the country's fate was immediately sealed. Because that attitude, fundamentally, that is the attitude that the Democrats have carried with them into the 21st century. It's what lost them, like, so much ground in the 2000s. It's what allowed the Republican Party to just push further right with no resistance. It's what got Trump elected in 2016. And it's what's killing the country now. It's what's, like, stagnating the country as well. You know, obviously Republicans are at fault for this as well, but Republicans and Democrats share a lot of components of ideology. All the, like, economic policies that the Republicans have, those are neoliberal policies. And the only reason that the Democrats are better is because they are either less bad or, like, slightly deviating from that recently, now that they've realized how unpopular it is. But it's, you know, it's too little too late. Like, the institutionalism, basically what I'm trying to say, kills countries. I'm dead. And especially, like, the Democratic brand of institutionalism, because their institutionalism, like, the Democratic Party's institutionalism holds that liberal institutions are so sacred that they should never even be used. Like, the phrase "do nothing Democrats" is really apt here, because, like, they don't use the bully pulpit, they don't do media messaging, they don't use the court system, like, hardly ever, or they rely on it when it's the slowest method of doing anything. They, like, barely lift a finger even when things are guaranteed to succeed. You know, they won't, like, do any sort of political subterfuge or maneuvering in Congress for issues that have, like, so much public approval that it would make fucking tin pot dictators salivate, you know, over the prospect. Like, the choice for America to fall to fascism was entirely made by the Democrats, even if they don't know it. I've said before that Republicans are basically like a wildfire. Fascists in America and broadly the world over are like a reactionary wildfire. They are spreading without control. They must be put out. But to get mad at the wildfire is actually almost like the wrong thing to be mad at. Because, like, it's a preventable phenomenon. It's possible to, like, do forestry maintenance and whatever to prevent that wildfire. But all the liberals have been doing is evenly spreading brush across the ground so that when the fire does happen, it faces no opposition. I'm still going to vote for the Democrats, don't get me wrong. Because voting is not like an exercise of moral virtue, right? Like, there are some people who participate in the voting discourse and like openly make the argument that you shouldn't vote. You should vote because you'd be a fool not to. It's one of the only ways in which you have direct access to the levers of power, and you would be an idiot not to use it. But you should do it understanding that fundamentally it's not going to change anything. The best that voting can really do, and which is what I intend for it to do in the instances where I engage in it, is buy time. You know? Electing a Democrat isn't going to fix anything, but it will buy time. How much time, I don't know. But, you know, you have to use that time to to advance the dialectic. Here we go. I'm a Marxist nerd, of course, so I have to use that term at least once per stream. You use that time to do other stuff, but you should vote to buy that time for yourself, if that makes sense, right? Oh shit, Obama tried to star me. That's kind of crazy. Epic, please do not throw that red shell backwards. I am begging you. Do not do it. No! There's a wall there. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, he threw it backwards, but it didn't hit me, so that's fine. Oh, okay. No! What the fuck? I was so afraid of the bananas that Diddy Kong was trailing. I just fucking flew off the track. Oh my god, it put me back here. This is such a bad respawn. I think I know where I want to use this bullet. No! Damn it. Ah, I should have taken the cues from Obama. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna use it here to get up there. Best item in the game. Let's go. No! Oh, actually, that could work out for me, I think. Oof. Nice. Oh. But yes, back to my buying time argument. That's why I intend to vote. I think a lot of the voting discourse relies on a fundamentally wrong assumption that voting is somehow an expression of moral virtue. It is not. It is an exercise of power, and to abstain from voting is to be a liberal and to decide to abstain from using what little power you have. Not very socialist of people, I must say. It just the understanding, I think, that I am going to vote, but it's not going to fundamentally change the outcome. It's only the only thing it can do really is buy time is the correct it's kind of the correct thing to settle on in that instance. Like I said, how much time I don't know. If Joe Biden is still the candidate, then January 2025 is when the fascist takeover happens, like properly. Or when it finally becomes realized, when this is no longer the Weimar Republic and it's now Nazi Germany, like the bridge between those two happens in January 2025 if Biden remains the candidate, because he's going to lose. Or it could be later. If the candidate is somebody else, it could be later if the Democrats decide to replace him. But I don't want to dwell on that too much. What I would like to talk a little bit about, though, is like what I intend to use that limited time to do, right? Or rather, what it might be a good idea to do with that time. Because I've been thinking about, like, for the last several months, for actually a year or two, how do you get involved in politics in a way that doesn't directly pertain to or rely on electoralism, right? How do you get involved outside of the electoral process? Not on the campaign trail, not like phone banking to ask people to vote. Real involvement, you know? And I have like, I'm not an expert or anything on like direct action insofar as anybody can be an expert on direct action, like whatever that implies. But I've thought of a couple of things, right? Like things that it might be good to do. Number one, unionizing workplaces, right? That's a great way to build class consciousness and like worker power because like it's it's very very obvious and all that. You know, when I if slash when I get a job, I intend to basically one of the first things I do will be like try to approach some of my coworkers to unionize or something, unless I'm like in management or whatever. And in that case, they're not eligible for a union. Um, that's one thing. And then another thing that I've seen every now and again, but it almost like kind of slipped my mind because of how small it is. Some people post pictures on social media or wherever else of them putting like radical graffiti and stickers around town, which could be cool. Oh no, god damn it! I don't know why I decided to stop there. It just seemed like the right decision. You know, I swear I was not stopping to troll. I genuinely thought that it would be a smart thing to do in order to not get hit. Ooh, that POW got a few people. All right. I don't want to be in front of you, and that's exactly why. I actually kind of wanted to slow down, but I realized there's like not really a mechanism to do that on a corner. I'm kind of happy with the spot that I'm in right now, believe it or not. No, I'm getting blown up. Okay. So yeah, leaving stickers around is something cute that I could do. Because people see those. I don't know how much of an impact it has. I would love to, like, I know I'm too data brained in this instance, but if there's any, like, if there's any historical precedent to show that these, like, little radical pamphlets or stickers or graffiti or whatever impacts people's perception of things in any sort of way, where they see that and they're like, huh, cool, or like, I never thought about that. I would love to apply that. Um, And then going to town hall meetings as well is another obvious thing, and being annoying as fuck about affordable housing or whatever is on the docket. Because, like I've said in other videos, I think, like local politics are almost entirely determined by homeowner boomers and Gen Xers because they're the only people who can afford a home, unless you're a rich millennial. Uh, and their interest in seeing their property values go up. And like I say that as a generational thing. It's a class thing. It just happens to be that like wealthy people are older statistically than poor people. Um so that could be one thing I do, although that comes with a not insignificant risk of political reprisal in some way. Ow. Son of a bitch. Why do they always do that? Are they stream sniping? I don't know. Don't get bananaed. I've been driving pretty well here. That was risky, but it paid off. I got somebody. I think it was actually Obama. Okay. That was scary. Oh, wow. Will you look at that? And I win. Nice. Okay. Uh, I've mentioned the stuff that I can do and intend to do, but ultimately, there's not much anybody like any individual person like. There's not much we can do aside from liberals that know that like liberals fucking suck. Just live with that knowledge and know that fascists are, reactionary force of nature, and it's part of a predictable historical pattern that liberals cede ground to fascists because they're both liberal capitalist ideologies. And, I'm sure you know the rest. I already talked about that. Um, yeah. Future me, cut the segment there. That was good. Bowser's Termination Station? Dude, that's actually, like, Bowser's Termination Station is one of my favorite custom tracks. Not even kidding. I've had, like, good days and bad days on it, but holy shit, it is fun to drive. Ah, Bowser Jr.'s Fort. I really like the trend of taking the old custom tracks that had, like, in my opinion, really shitty designs, really unpolished and things like that, and giving them like a new coat of paint, fresh coat of paint, new modeling, spit shine basically, and all the rest, right? Huge fan of that. Is that not trickable? I swear that was trickable. I must have just missed it or something. Ooh, almost. Got him. Got him. Oh shit. That was kind of wild, that sequence. Okay, that is trickable. I just missed it the first time. I'm perfectly content to be in second with a banana and a mushroom. I think I'm happy with that. Oh, wow. Got like a tiny baby trick boost. I'm going a little bit wide here. No, I missed the trick again. Cool. I think I raced really well. I think my decision to stay in second was good, all things considered. Definitely saved me from getting blued. You know? Okie dokie. Superstar Dystopia. I think I don't like that one. I'd have to see what it was. I just hope it doesn't get picked. Undiscovered Off Limit. I have mixed feelings about that one. I definitely think it shouldn't still be in the pack. There are way better custom tracks that could be in the pack, but I usually win it because there's a lot of people that don't know that track. It's an older track. Toad Raceway. Well, that's a good one. What if I just front ran Toad Raceway? Like, haha, just kidding. Unless... Alright. Yep, you take the inside line. You got a Mega. Fine. Alright. Full disclosure, I'm gonna just get rid of that. Yeah. Oh, okay. That almost did not save me from him. Ow. Damn it. Not quite. Got him. I'm gonna throw this back to try to deter people taking the shortcut. That actually kind of worked out for me. Unless somebody gets a red shell, in which case I'm pretty fucked, but otherwise... Ow. Ah. If I didn't get crushed by that Mega, I think I had it in the bag, but... yeah. God, you know what? Hindsight is 2020. I think if I strategically slowed down a little bit, he would have missed, and I would have probably only got passed by, like, 2 people. Something to think about. Oh, more people. Nice. I love when the room gets bigger. Ah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Get that one out of here. There we go. Yeah. Dude. Okay. How do I go into this? Alright. Y'all know about a guy called Jeffrey Epstein. He's a bad guy, or so I've heard. You know, many such cases. Apparently, allegedly did some nasty things. Except, you know, not allegedly. I have to say that for whatever, like, legal reasons. Except we all know he was a pedophile. And ran this secret sex island or whatever. Not so secret sex island. You know, where there were underage people and et cetera, et cetera. You guys know the deal with Epstein already, but there was some recent developments in the form of unsealed court documents that were recently released, and I'm driving so bad. These court documents were from a case a while back. I think it was in 2008 that this case happened, and finally, the documents were released to the public and confirm a lot of stuff that a lot of people had suspected, but there's an unpleasant curveball, I think, to be thrown in the sort of release of these documents. Which I will get to in a moment. I think there's a Twitter thread covering some of the details of the unsealed documents. Which I unfortunately have to refer to. Like, if there were a... I mean, I know if news doesn't have the greatest coverage, but if there were a news outlet covering this, I would at least have that up. But, like, there aren't any news outlets covering this. There's been almost a whole media blackout on Jeffrey Epstein and the release of these court documents about what he did and shit like that, which is it's sussy. To put it lightly, it's sussy. No, I didn't get the good landing. Ugh. Okay, I can do this again, though. They don't know about this. Is it bullet bill? Okay. Ow. Fuck. Nope. Okay, can't go up there. No, okay. Well, that's fine, I think. Low trick. That's good. Oh, no! I could feel it in my bones. Something was gonna go wrong. God damn it. I've been racing so badly. Star, not what I wanted or needed. Damn it. That Carter guy's on Bowser bike now. RIP. What happened to the principals, my dude? Anyways, that enables me to at least go to this Twitter thread. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Donald Trump raped and sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl from Epstein's child sex trafficking ring multiple times. Not just any 13-year-old girl, one that looked like his daughter Ivanka, who was 13 years old at that time herself. I will not read her name for privacy reasons, I guess. Although she's not 13 anymore, but doesn't feel quite right. Here's the complaint she filed in 2016. After being threatened with death, she dropped her case just 4 days before the election. Donald Trump is a pedophile. That's why he was such good friends with a convicted pedophile. This isn't difficult to understand. Read her entire 6-page complaint. So, and they post screenshots of the complaint. This was one of the documents that was unsealed in this court case, or following this court case. Like 16 years-ish after the fact, something like that. At a certain point, sealed court records become public because, like it's been a certain while or whatever. This outlines two things that I think are super important. One of which everybody knows. The other one, I don't think enough people know. The first thing is that obviously the reason that a lot of news outlets aren't talking about this, in fact, most news outlets aren't talking about this, is because their executives and editorial board were on that island too. Like Epstein was he basically took advantage of his status as a power broker to be a pedophile, and took advantage of his like connections being a pedophile to start being a power broker. It's like fucking disgusting wheeling and dealing of the highest order, and shit like that. But what that means effectively is that like most people who are powerful knew Epstein in some capacity, and as a result, most of them have like some massive skeletons in their closet relating to pedophilia. You know, Al. But the whole editorial board and executives being on the hook part, that's the part that everybody knows. That's not like a shocker or anything. The part that everybody might not know that I want to hammer home, I'm sure some people still know it to a certain degree, right? Is that like the civility politics that I mentioned earlier actually play a massive part in why the Democrats aren't constantly screeching about this, and why this hasn't like instantly been all the front page news and shit like that, right? Ow. It's fundamentally because, attacking Trump for being a pedophile, while incontrovertibly true, would be uncivil. It would be mean. It wouldn't be nice. And the Democratic Party is, for some reason, still obsessed with what's the nice thing to do, what would not be uncivil, how do we take the high road. It's not very high road to call somebody a pedophile, even if it's like the most true thing anybody's ever said in their life. you know does that make sense? No, I wasn't even gonna do that. Why did they shock there? God, this is one of those sessions where it feels like every single move has been tailor made to hit me specifically. Rip. So, why do I even mention those things? First of all, because I hate liberals and I want to explain the depth of my hatred. Thank you. But then also because in any other circumstance, or in a different set of circumstances rather, this would be and should be career ending for Donald Trump, and it isn't going to negatively impact him at all. Like, this should be the fucking most damaging thing anybody's ever seen. It should be fucking Jover. Trump should be like 1 million prosecutors all over him, be going to jail tomorrow, get secretly disappeared for like potentially exposing everybody else. He should be gone and off the map. He shouldn't have a career in politics anymore. All his assets seized. You're a pedophile, bucko. Go straight to jail. Whatever. But that's not happening because of two things. First, because everybody else who's in a position of power is on the hook for this as well, and they're not man enough to just clean up the mess. And secondly, because the Democrats and a lot of liberal media outlets have made it such a practice to not attack their opponents for, I don't know, uncivil things, right? They go low, we go high. In this case, Trump went low by being a pedophile, being like the most despicable human being on the planet, and the Democrats decided, in response to this, we will go high and do nothing. That'll show them. Let's really make Trump suffer by subjecting him to zero consequences for every single thing that he does, however grotesque it is. Genuinely, like, psychotic. Like, it's actually insane that this isn't a story at all. Like, what the fuck? I knew that would hit. I knew in my bones. I knew that would hit. I see. Oop. Okay. Yo, Beans bot? I'm kind of glad that I got hit by that green shell instead of the POW. I think the POW actually would have been worse. Well, okay, that ending could have gone so wrong in so many ways. I made hella mistakes at the end, but I'll take it. But yeah, the I know it's like a weird connection to draw, but the Democrats' weird devotion to abstemiousness, to not doing anything for the fear of it being uncivil or like legally questionable, is one of the big reasons that like the fucking Epstein documents can just drop. And like, yeah, Trump is a pedophile. He raped a 13-year-old. Like that can just drop. And like now everybody knows about it, and Trump will face no consequences as a result, because the only people that are there to render those consequences have expressly resolved that they will not render consequences for anything. You know? And obviously we know the Republicans aren't going to render consequences. They're all pedophiles. You know? So basically, life is suffering. So suffer I shall. I may also make that a segment. If I do, future me, cut it there. Got his ass. I'm gonna wait for him to start rounding the corner. There we go. I missed the mushroom. Got him. That's good for me, I think. Oh shit, what a snipe. And I win. Me winning on Baby Park. The stupid tracks. I'm telling you, man, I win on the stupid tracks. Who remembers that video? Nobody. Nobody watched that video, but I remember it. For some reason, there's like a... Maybe I just remember it more because it's funny, but I do seem to remember me winning on really dumb tracks semi-frequently. When I like just decide, hey, what if I front ran this? That'd be funny, right? Dreamworld Cloudway is another one of those tracks that I think actually just needs to be removed from the pack. I think there are some tracks that are like not as bad design wise as Mushroom Peaks, but I think it's like more urgent that they be removed from the pack because they don't have the iconic appeal that Mushroom Peaks has. Like if you've heard of Mario Kart Wii custom tracks or whatever, you probably know of Mushroom Peaks or are familiar with the concept of what if we just made this track like a Kaizo track. Mushroom Peaks is like that. But then Undiscovered Off Limit and Dreamworld Cloudway, they honestly just don't function that well. It seems like they don't have much of an identity of their own. And, you know, they're just not that good. Oh shit, he got stuck on the wall or something. Or maybe I'm lagging? I don't know what was going on there. Oh no. Oh, barely made it for that one. I wonder if that'll get anybody. Probably not, but we'll see. They're gonna shock there. They have the shock, which they didn't, seems like. Okay. Ah! I was I didn't mean to drift that far into him. I was actively trying to not, like, outline him there, because I knew I'd get hit by the green shell, and I really didn't want that. Whoa, what the fuck? Wacky. I guess you're not supposed to side trick there. That's a pretty big design oversight, that you get, like, so much error at the end if you side trick, but not if you up or down trick. You know? Uh, Random. I'm a random enjoyer for CTGP. I think mirror mode should be disabled by default as well for worldwides, just for the concern of there are 216 custom tracks plus 2 secret custom tracks. Random's cool until it picks garbage like Stroben's Desert, and that's why Garbo tracks shouldn't be in the pack. We played Stroben's Desert a little earlier. I kind of like that track. I just wish it was less of a drug trip so that it wasn't so hard to tell where to go. I actually think that Stroben's Desert is better than something like Dreamworld Cloudway or Rabbit Hole, just because the design in concept is a bit cooler. But yeah. It's really hard to see on that track. Yeah, for real. Especially if you're colorblind. You know? Oh god, speaking of mirror mode. A lot of tracks I can't see shit. Yeah. There we go. Oh no, I got wheelie bumped. I'm just getting bumped as fuck this session. Also, welcome to chat. Always nice to have a new chatter come by. Yeah, get rid of that. Thank you, thank you. Of course. Let's see here. I'm just gonna get rid of this red shell. Red shell's not that good in Mario Kart Wii. They can be useful. Red shells can be useful. Also, I'm not nearly... There's a shortcut here. You can use that gray section of the ramp and skip a good portion of the track here. But, like, I'm not confident enough to go for it on mirror mode. Like, not even remotely. Oh, shit! Future me, please clip that. That was very funny. I straight up, like, broke the red shell on the other guy. Oh, man. Poor bastard. First he gets blued, then he gets redded by something that wasn't even coming for him. That is a lull. That's a very lull moment. Alright. Right here, upcoming. You can go off of that ramp and skip a really big portion of the track, but I don't know the angle at which you're supposed to do it on mirror mode, and I don't want to try that right now. You know, I'm driving pretty well so far. 3 bananas again? I like that. I thought that fib was sneaky by me, but I guess maybe not. Oh, that was such a good shock for me. Give me this boost panel. Yes. Give me the mushroom. Yes. Perfect, baby. That's what I like to see. Never mind. I got greedy. Now I'm going to get blown out and get last, probably. Unless... Okay, that was good item use by me. 4th place, I think? Ugh. Not bad. Not bad. Honestly, I think if I didn't hit that chain chomp, I was like set for that race. Yeah. It was just hubris. I think I honestly should have leaned to the right on that trick instead of left. If I leaned to the right, I probably would have gone over the chain chomp and had to like deal with some tight timing with the electric, rotating electric things, but yeah. Life will be so much better when that track gets removed. Yeah, for real. My Mario Kart existence will be so much happier when I don't have to worry about Dream World Cloudway. There are a lot of good tracks out there that are waiting in the wing that could be in the pack instead of Dream World Cloudway and Undiscovered Off Limit. We've been playing some like not good tracks today. Like serious. We played Six King Labyrinth earlier. Oof, we've been getting a little bit of coal this time. Not many gems. I'm begging somebody to please just pick Bowser's Termination Station. I need something good. I don't think since Worldwide has had a good track yet. Certainly not while you've been here. Yo, Mushroom Peak's better. Welcome to chat. I did not see what got picked, straight up. TikTok Clock. Alright, this track is alright. It's a DS port, so hard to go wrong. I know, right? My name is fabulous. Yeah, that's true. We are all Peaks appreciators, but I will not say that Peaks is a good track, but I do appreciate Peaks for various reasons. Oh, I was like, how's he gaining time on me? And I realized that it's like, he's just getting less air, is what's going on there. Okay, blue shell. Oh, dude, he went hard to try to get that guy to get blue shelled with him. That's kind of crazy. Give me this item. Take this tight as fuck. Saying a wheelie. Okay. Do not star me. Do not star me. Okay. Okay. What's up, Beans Bot? Brandon Glover 79. Hi, welcome to stream. Glad to have people here. Okay. Give me that box. Take this really tight. Yes! Dude, look how much time I gained on Luigi just by taking that super tight. No, I was spamming that button. Oh my god. At least I got the trick afterwards. Okay. Whoa, what? I'm dead as fuck. Do we, is Wii online service better than Switch online service? Switch online service is horrible because it's locked behind a paywall. Yes, the WiiMfi is like, in almost every way that you can measure, this is better than Nintendo Switch Online. Like I have so much better of an experience in terms of like the strength of connection and like the fidelity of things happening on screen playing Mario Kart Wii than something like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And yeah, the fact that you have to pay for an online service is fucking atrocious because you already pay for internet. Like you should just be getting that. Like imagine if you had to pay for if you had to pay for electricity, like you pay your electricity bills, but then specific brands say, you have to pay us to supply the electricity to our electronic appliances. Like imagine if your toaster, the brand that made your toaster, charged you extra to use the toaster, like the electricity that supplies it, or like your microwave or your TV or something. It's like, there's cable subscriptions, but fundamentally, like, you can just use the electricity. You pay for that already. It's so dumb. It's I dare say it is enshittification. Taking the solution and breaking it for the sake of creating a problem because that makes you more money. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk. I hate capitalism. This track is also a piece of shit. I actually didn't see what got picked again. Oh yeah, this is and yeah, I hate subscriptions, yeah. Dude, this is subscription fucking model of everything. Like, you're not even allowed to own anything anymore. Like, what the fuck? It's fucked up. This track is goofy as hell. And, it used to be goofy, parentheses, complimentary in relation to some of the other tracks in the pack. Now, it's just goofy, parentheses, derogatory. Oh, shit. Realized what was going to happen there really quick. People complain about the Wii having bad online for the Quick House way north my own service. The Nintendo Wii originally did have a really bad online service. Nintendo is not known for having good like online netcode, but the Wii didn't charge you for online, and that was like, it was kind of early on in the life cycle of online gaming relative to where we are today. But even still, that like doesn't excuse how bad it was. So yeah, I agree, I think. What if I just sent it? Like, fuck it! I was gonna say that almost worked, but it actually just worked. I'm in your room? Oh shit, that's sick. Ooh, go for it, dude. I've remembered how to be content brained again. And I'm fucking loving it. What? I got a super high trick. Why? Why? I'm using it. God dang it. Dodge me, question mark? Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna take my twist to a pawn shop and trade in to get a second weed. True! Who amongst us would not love two weed? One weed plus one more weed for our Nintendo Switch. I'm only at 6.7 thousand VR. I was at 7.5 thousand, and I kept losing because kept getting combo. Don't let that get you down. Sometimes you just have a bad day. And, one thing I've learned in my fucking 14 years of playing Mario Kart in my life is just VR doesn't actually matter. It's a very loose way of trying to group you with players that would not absolutely blow you up, or that you wouldn't, like, just instantly stomp all over, right? And for that, I kind of appreciate it more now than I used to. But it's like, it doesn't determine the strength of your racing skills, really. because there's a lot of RNG involved. So basically, what I'm trying to say is keep at it, just play for the love of the game, and it won't phase you, right? Like I think the highest VR I've been to myself is 9,700. I've almost hit nines, and then lost it all. And there was almost there was kind of like a moment where almost like a monk in the mountains, I just had the moment of clarity, and I was like, I get it now. And when people said VR is just a number, it I didn't really internalize it, but then all of a sudden, not strictly as a result of that, but sometime last year, I just instantly got it. And I realized that I enjoy playing the game and interacting with chat and talking about the track and my driving skills way more than any fucking tiny baby dopamine hit that I could see number going up, So what I'm trying to say is the real Mario Kart Wii Online is the friends we made along the way, and that is why you should keep playing. Plus, there are 5,000 VR players and 6,000 VR players, authentic 6,000 VR players that have run circles around my ass, and would run circles around half the guys that are beating me in this room, It's not that indicative of skill level. You just have to have confidence in yourself and understand the decisions you're making while you're driving. I think that's really what's going to get you satisfaction and improvement in your game plan. But anyways, sorry for giving you a mouthful there. I love talking about this shit. Oof. Oh, you guys hear that? Jesus. I'm mad tense today. Oh boy. I think I know what this track is, and I don't like it all that much. Dude, the best tracks we've been getting are mid. That's at the best of times. Mansion of Madness is coal. Fucking Dreamworld Cloudway is coal. Undiscovered Off Limit is coal. Mushroom Peaks is at least a nice meme and a throwback to the old days of CTGP, right? There's value to be had in Mushroom Peaks. At least this track is only 2 laps. They didn't want to subject you to 3 laps of this shit. Oh, shit. How? And not the greatest time to use that, but whatever. Mama receivers inspired. I don't even be the place Splatoon 3, but it's letting me somehow. I do not know what you just said, but yes, I agree. Oh, dude, the homie, the Carter, he's back to using carts. Everything is right in the universe again. Fuck, I drifted the wrong way. Oh. Please don't build me, thank you. We are chilling. No. Okay. Jesus. I'm getting fucking bumped. That's the one problem with the online connection in this game. You get bumped as fuck. And this guy is Mach Bike. We're the same weight. Ow. Oh, okay. That may or may not be good for me. We'll see how long it is until a blue shell comes. I am fastidiously looking back. Okay. I have red shell protection, which is good. Oh, what happened to that Rosalina? He got fucked up back there or something. Damn. I feel bad a little bit. No! Dang. Okay. I can salvage this. I can still probably get third, or maybe second. It looks like that guy fell off. Nice. Whew. I think I made that one massive mistake running into that red shell. That blind corner is a little bit of a problem, but my driving at the end was all really solid. "12 players, let's fucking go. We got a room tonight. I might even take this stream longer than usual. I dodged shock at the end of lap 1 and then fumbled. Ah. I feel you, I feel you. Yeah, it's always frustrating, because it's like, you get the rush of getting a shock dodge, you're like, let's go! And then you feel like you had it all, and then you just get fucked. I got starred. Damn. Mushroom Peak's better. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here. Castle of Time, Cheap Cheap Island. Cheap Cheap Island's alright. Could use a remake though. Starry Cityscape, that one might be good. I think that one's good. Please, can we get one? Okay, here's the objective. By the 2-hour mark, I want to get one track that's like not coal. You know? Because look, it is content where we play shitty tracks and everybody gets blown up a million times. But it is nice to have something easy on the eyes too. Wario Stadium. This was actually the first track of the session that I played. Not bad, I guess. But you know, this is like okay. I want something good. I want something spicy. Yeah. You know, we got a track that wasn't coal, right? Now I want something that's like diamond. I want a gem by the 2-hour mark. Let's see if we can get one of them. That would be great. I was gonna say, is this guy about to let me just draft him when he has a banana behind him? Oh, dude, this guy's lines on Wario Stadium are actually kind of sick. I bet he time trials this track. What a gamer. Please don't let my own green shell hit me. I would like that. I would like if that didn't happen. Thank you. I'm just gonna hold these. Watch how much of an influence me holding these items will have on the race. If I have this green shell and this red shell for a certain amount of time, that's actually going to cause the overall item throughput of this race to be a lot lower, which means it's going to be more stratified, and there's going to be, like, a lot less action comparatively. Like, first and second are going to be much further ahead. Because, believe it or not, second place is less likely to be overtaken than first place. You know, first place, there's the possibility of a red shell and a blue shell. In second place, you really only have to contend with red shells. And given the nature of second place, you'll be getting things like green shells, mushrooms, and red shells, which are great defense for red shells. You know, like, look. There's that blue shell. It's gonna get blown up. Now, if a blue shell comes at some stage in lap 3, I might be fucked. You know? Oh, that was a really good POW. I'm gonna hold this banana out. He's gaining time on me. In fact, I'm gonna make the strategic decision to, like, let you take first. Because I'd rather you get blued than me. Hmm. There we go. Okay, hit the wall there. That was a little bit janky, but we take those. It worked out. Okay. And I guess I'll just use this mushroom, and then there we go. Cool. Second place. See? See how stratified that race was? Look how much of a lead top 2 had. That's what happens when you gatekeep second really, really hard. Is top 2 just gets a massive lead. Or at least you, as the person in second at that moment, you benefit massively. Yeah. The fact I'm the only Wii Wheeler is crazy. All the power to you, my dude. I could not go back to using the Wii Wheel. I did that when I was like 10 or 11. I can't do it anymore. I'm Latias. Thank you very much for the follow. Great to have you here. Please don't let me be disconnected. The fact that it's taking this long is a little bit concerning. No. Don't disconnect me. Okay, thank fuck. Whew. I'm having great fun with this room. Got a couple randoms. Rosalina Snow World. I'll take that one. That one's a really good track. It's a very good port to the Wii version, I think. GCN Bowser's Castle, also really good. Starry Cityscape. Flying Kingdom, it's a little bit old. It's a little bit outdated in terms of track design. Yoshi Valley, Kanoko Cave, Stars. People like Starry Cityscape. Quite a few randoms. Norton Security, go away. Thank you. Rosalina Snow World. All right, cool. We take those. I pick tracks I don't know of. Really? That's actually really cool for getting to know new tracks. And I think it also really strengthens your fundamentals of Mario Kart Wii when you're driving tracks you don't know. And you're like basically training your snap decision making. Oops. Just kind of hanging back. All right. Give me an item. Yes. I'm going to use this here. This is probably the best place to use this golden, is up here. Oh, yeah. Look at how much ground I'm gaining. This is crazy. I hear the fireworks. Ooh, that green shell was really close. A really good attempt. I keep getting fake items. Okay, there we go. Nice. Somebody's gonna hit that. I guarantee it. Yep, got him. Right? Fake item. I'd just do some of this. Sure. I love that sound when you get a bunch of item boxes all at once. It sounds great. Wow. I had such a lead this race. Actually kind of incredible given how bad I am at mirror mode usually. But we take those. Pretty good track. Although, you know, it is a Nintendo design, so they usually make alright tracks. Nice job, dude. Thank you. I recognize Kazi Boy. He's one of the CCGP regulars that I frequently run into. Let's go. We're waiting a moment. We wait in a moment with this one. Might go Phantom for the memes? Fuck it. Yeah, why not? That's sick. Imagine if you, like, if you just bullet into third place or something on the Phantom. That's awesome. You know? A lot of people picking Starry Cityscape. No, Delfino Island, that track doesn't give good races. Kind of a weird design, too. Rush City Run. Rush City Run, I actually think has aged kind of well in terms of the, like, crazy, like, twisty-turny track standard. It's not great for new players, but I enjoy it more than I expect to, usually. You know, I usually go into it like, oh, geez, Rush City Run, but it's all right. I picked my track finally. Ah, you picked this. Interesting. This is another old track, old design at least. That was really bad. But if you do this, most people generally know the routing on this track, but you know, definitely not very noob friendly. Like that part is nerve wracking. I didn't quite get him. I'm not sure if he's on in second or first on his screen, but on my screen I'm in first. That happens sometimes. Okay. Got a high trick. Not ideal, but whatever. That part is tricky. That's in order to skip the ramp, you have to wheelie and not trick, which is very counterintuitive. I think I got him. It says I'm in second though. I've rarely ever had a Delfino Island race that was this contested at the front. Okay, I finally got a good trick there. No! That was so bad. Okay, he's in first now. No, I fell off. I got a bad angle on that ramp. Okay. Dropping down to fourth. I missed the startup boost. I'm driving bad. Okay. And I don't say driving bad like I'm way back there or whatever. I mean that more in the sense of like I'm not making as good of decisions as I usually do and would like to. Okay, banana. If I can hold third, I'll take that. Okay. All right, sick. Oof. Wow. Let me tell you, that track is rough. That was a way closer pack than I was expecting. Kudos to everybody for, like, being pretty close in the pack. Usually that track gives really, really stratified races. Like, top two will be half a lap ahead. But I really pinched up at the end. All right. Let's keep going, baby. This is one of the best rooms, custom track rooms I've been in some time. Both in terms of skill level and like enjoyability. You know? Because it feels like a lot of people are making genuinely intelligent decision making in the heat of the moment. And like that's way more fun to race against. There have been times where I honestly think that like there are some people who depend on front running and then getting half a lap ahead because they know all the time trial strats, and I honestly think that those people are on balance worse at the game than people who know how to use items and hang with the pack reliably, regardless of how well they know the specific track. You know? I think the latter is a way more important skill set to have than the former when driving in Mario Kart Wii. And of course other Mario Kart games as well, but, you know. Oh, this track is great. I love this track. This one is also pretty noob-friendly as well. Very simple layout. It's always pretty clear where you're supposed to go. The road's nice and wide. It's great. In fact, the fundamentals of this layout are strong enough that I hope it like doesn't get removed from CGGP for a long time, you know? All right. My track pick again? Wow. Oh, nice. You picked this. Okay. Oh, Yoshi dodged. Either that or Yoshi used the shock, in which case, ballin' either way. Oh, I got the pow dodge. That was sick. And because it's a long track, this is only 2 laps. Oh, no. What happened there? I hit the off-road. That was bad. Got him. Okay. I'm racing really well this race again. I would love for it to carry me to first, but it's possible that that could be out of my hands. Blue Shell could come at any moment and, you know, mess up my day. And that's Mario Kart. Ooh, didn't get an item there. I'm potentially susceptible to a double whammy of red shells coming my way, but it doesn't look like it. Yep. Sick. Oh, let's go. Plus 40 for 7th? We take those. Honestly, sometimes it's way more fun to be at low VR than high VR, because you can get in a room, place, like, middle, and like you get plus 30, and you're like, we take those, baby. You're telling me that my actions never have negative consequences? How could I possibly lose? Then you get to higher VR and your actions do in fact have negative consequences. You're like, fuck. uh, Plus, I feel like 7,000 players and 6,000 players are more likely to race in a way that doesn't indicate that they hate themselves and every other person they're playing with. You know? Like sometimes somebody will fucking back green me 3 times on the line or like lay 1 million traps on a specific corner and we're like in top 2 by a mile. And I'm like, bro, I wasn't going for first. It ain't that deep. You know? That kind of stuff does get to me a little bit. The stuff where it's like, bro, I'm fine to just hang out here in the back, like behind you, you know? I guess they don't know that for the most part, but you know, it'll still get me sometimes. Shy Guy Bazaar. Good track. I like it. This one has more opportunity to catch up. There are a lot more tight areas where you can easily get starred or bulleted. There's a couple of like good shortcuts, but they're not huge. Obviously, this is where the Mach Bikes absolutely fucking kill the competition, these 3 turns. Look how tight I can take this. Nice. The best spot probably to get hit by a red shell when you're about to get into the cannon. Ah, no. My lines suck. But that's okay, because this track is godlike. I love this track. I think I just want to get rid of that. Ooh. Not quite. Not quite. Wow, what a target shock. They got me! Damn. I think I deserved that for how cutthroat I tried to play at that lap 3. I should have just been like, I'm content to stay second. Honestly, it's been kind of an uneventful July 4th so far. I feel like there's not as much buzz around July 4th anymore compared to when I was younger. It could just be because I live in fucking... Now I live in a fucking suburb where, like, everybody's isolated and doesn't go outside and shit. But it feels kind of weird. I mean, this July 4th in particular is weird. But I definitely remember when I was a kid, like, all the neighbors and stuff would come outside, especially if they had kids, and they'd do some sparkler stuff, and it wasn't even like a organized event thing. There were just kind of an unspoken thing that like when it was July 4th, you went outside uh to the street or the sidewalk and you just like you hung out with the kids and they lit up some little firecrackers and ran around with them. And like that was just what you did. It's kind of a shame that that climate doesn't exist anymore. I mean, there's a really long-winded explanation that I could go to explain why that doesn't happen anymore because I think I would know I think I know why. But like it's unfortunate, really. This track is it's cool, but I feel like it's one of those track designs that might not age as well because of how like wild it is. Just get that out. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to get rid of that red shell. And I'm dead. That's I get what I deserve, you see. No item there. Interesting. Alright. This track isn't exactly a catch-up track, but I feel like it's not one where I feel like there's absolutely nothing that I can do. Nope. Rip. Wait, okay. I was gonna say, imagine if they target shocked you off in 7th. That would be tragic. Like, absolutely tragic. And I might have actually just hit Kazi Boy. I'm so sorry. He didn't deserve it. What a sticky situation. Oh, I can't believe I made that. Didn't really know what I was doing going in. Oh, we got stuck in the water. Oh, okay. That shock actually might have saved me from hitting the fake item box. Not 100% sure, but kind of. I'd prefer it to happen there than not, because you know, don't exactly want to find out. Ow. Oh, he has to go around. He didn't have a mushroom. He didn't know the secret sauce, dude. And I think I'm getting 3rd. Yeah. Woo. Wow. Koi with the 5th place pit finish. Let's fucking go. Very nice. That's a track that actually caters to experience more than it might seem on first viewing, because you have to memorize for like really experienced players. You would have to memorize like the water patterns, whether the water's coming up or going down. You'd have to memorize like that shortcut, that gap jump shortcut that I did on laps 2 and 3, and attempted on lap 1. And the ramps, the way the ramps are set up, provide a lot of room for you to gain, like, honestly, a surprising amount of time on people. But it's like not obvious. It's not really immediately evident what you're supposed to do in order to get those gains of like over people. I'll probably be streaming for about 15 more minutes. I'll take 5th as long as I get a good placement. I think I did good myself. I think you did great that race. Okay, it didn't pick peaks. I was gonna say, oh no. Not that I don't enjoy Peaks. I do. I just don't think it's very friendly to a newer player base. You know? This track's pretty good. Very simple. Alright. Nice. Ah. I didn't quite have enough juice on that mushroom. Oh, nice. I didn't quite get him. I didn't really, like... I know going for that snipe isn't actually that advantageous from a perspective of, like, really gaining ground on people. I just thought it would be like, holy shit, wouldn't it be cool if this hit? Like, that's all I was thinking about. The best item in the game, let's go. Ooh. No. Alright, I gotta go back for this. Oh, dude, everybody's, like, right here. This is crazy. Crazy finish. Give me an item. Oh, perfect. Oh, baby. Third place? Okay. Wow, that pack was so tight-knit. Like, actually, like, a little bit unbelievable how tight-knit the pack keeps being every time. Dude, okay. I saw something really funny. Couldn't get an item because everyone was right there. Yeah, that's a problem that you have when the pack is that tight. Like, that's a pretty good outcome, all things considered, that you don't, like, get blown up. Even if you don't get an item. But yeah, that sucks to have that end like that. I saw something really funny yesterday, I think. Um, okay. How do I even frame this? The Pentagon rarely gets involved in US politics, but they actually might be, which is like eyebrow raised here of like, what the fuck? They did a study apparently. Let's see. What was this study? It was a little while ago, I think. Published by, when was this study? April 4th, 2023. Okay, so this was like a year ago, but the Pentagon actually published a study that said that specifically government officials with dementia are a risk to national security. So like it's really funny that this is coming up in my newsfeed right now because it's like, you know, we've all seen the debate, or we've all at least heard about the debate. I think I've seen it, but I don't know who else has. We all know how bad the presidential debate was, right? Like, fucking Trump didn't make sense. Biden looked like he was dead, or some shit like that, and you know, it was pain, agony, even. How funny would it be if the Pentagon like re-invokes this to be like, all right, neither of you get to be the U.S. president. Like we're deciding for you that like now you have to have these two different candidates, Schmo Schmeiden and Schmonald Schmump, right? New candidates, nobody's ever heard of them, right? That would be like really funny because like the fucking everybody's like, you're too old, and then the like fucking both parties are like, nah, but I don't want to, and then the Pentagon's like, all right, listen here, you little shits. That would be wild. What is going on? I cannot figure this track out sometimes. And what makes it even funnier is how little the Pentagon has like gotten involved in American elections historically. We all know the meme of like Pentagon overthrows a foreign government, mostly because it's not even just a meme, it's a thing that happens. But like they've never done that in America. You know, there are some countries where the military is really active in politics. You know, you hear about military dictatorships and whatever. And like you hear about sometimes the military kind of acts separate from the government. But that hasn't happened as much in America, so it'd be like really weird if it just started happening. Also, I don't know what this is about, so oh, okay, it lets you take that thing. I see. What a fucking world that would be. If all of a sudden the Pentagon comes in with the steel chair and is like, actually, neither of you get to be president. Get out of here. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that was, that turn was way too tight. Shit. Alright. Give me something good. That's... eh? You know what? I can make this work, kind of. I can do this, for sure. Okay, 7th. So far, so good, I think. Give me another box, please. Alright, sick. Alright, where are they going now? They're just going this way? Sick. 6th? Alright, I'll take it. That track is hard for me to remember. I know that it exists, and like I think that was Starry Cityscape even. Yeah, very confusing track. Yeah, it is. Even though I've played it like 10 times on my streams, it's hard for me to remember what happens on that track and what's the correct way to go. Probably because of the color contrast, but also because there's a lot of like blind turns, blind straightaways and stuff. It's very pretty, but I don't know. Maybe they should have labbed it more. Took me about 30 runs on that track to remember it. That's a lot. That is a lot. What do we got? Bowser's Termination Station. I love that track. They got to shorten it or something. Yeah, it's a little bit long, even for 2 laps. I think there might need to be some alterations to the layout so that it's like you don't get as many blind turns, because that's not great. All the blind turns are not great. How long was that track? It was long. Well, this track's also long. Melody Sanctum, I think. Pick Bowser's Termination Station for you. Oh well, thank you. I mean, you don't have to pick a track for me. You know, pick whatever track you feel like. And I got bumped as fuck. Be playing this one from behind. Sounds about right. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Give me this. Okay, golden mushroom. I like that. Ow. I'm gonna hold this if I can, but I'm aware that it's, I might just get shocked. Oh, I think you're supposed to not, trick on that second one. I'm gonna start using it. Chain? No, not quite. I was actually, if I had used that just a little bit earlier, that would actually been a really, like, a perfect chain. Huh. No, blue shell. Okay, okay. Getting bumped saved me there. Oh, shit. Everything is happening all at once. He's got a red shell. No, I got the good landing, so I couldn't take the shortcut. Damn. That's kind of fucked up. What? I just did that for the hell of it, and I got messed up. Alright. Let's do this. Fuck it. Supposed to trick here and not trick there. There you go. That's what you do. Alright. I'm using this here. I want the chain. I'll go wide for it, too. Okay. Okay. This isn't great, but it's not bad, I think. Yes! Okay, that's great. Oh, that was such a close finish. I don't know what spot I got. Fourth, maybe? Okay. We take those. Dude, that guy's got 9s? Holy shit. Alright. This will have to be my last race. It's getting It's getting a little bit later in the evening. I want to have some time to relax. I actually had been working all day before live streaming this. And I still have laundry that isn't done, so I gotta get to that. On the bright side, I will get to wake up tomorrow and do more fun things, such as eat the burgers that I cooked. It sounds dumb, but that's literally that's the highlight of my day sometimes. Is like, oh, I cooked burgers the other day. I get to eat them again. Hell yeah. Past me cooked a meal, so current me doesn't have to cook. Fuck yes. Got some barbecue chicken too. That stuff is great. Oh, only 8 people. Alright, we got Mario Kart DS numbers. Let's go. Wolf Castle Grounds. Okay. This is another one of those twisty-turny tracks that has actually aged better than I expected it to. Partly because of the visual rehaul. But the layout is a little bit confusing. Fortunately, I don't think there are any blind turns, though. There might be, like, one? Yeah. Oh, shit. Get bumped. Whoa, okay. Smart bounce. Okay. Mean item, please. Thank you. Alright. No, I forgot which way because it's mirror mode. Fucking idiot. That's me. I'm the idiot. Okay. Ow. Don't please don't get hit by that guy. No. Okay. Not bad so far. It made some mistakes, but not bad. Okay. I'm chaining this. Yeah. I did it. It was me, Barry. Alright. Now, I get to do the fucking biggest two-shroom shortcut in the game. And then instantly fall off. What? Damn. From 0 to 100 back to 0 in record time. Damn. Alright. Remember what I said about mirror mode? We're seeing that come to bear right now. Okay. I think I know where I want to use this. I just hope nobody in front of me gets the shock. Oh, he's probably going to get it. He's definitely going to get it. Did he get it? I don't know if he got it. He got it. Yep. Dang. I should have known. My game sense was telling me that he got the shock, but I didn't know what to do with my golden mushroom. Like, the golden mushroom is just too committal of an item to have. Okay. I guess I can do this. That works out. Okay. Blue shell. I'm throwing that shit. Blooper, best item in the game, baby. Fourth? I'll take fourth, honestly. That race was not great for me, so... I don't feel like I drove super well, but... You know. Alright, good shit, good shit. I will now leave the room. Whew. And probably hang it up for the night. GG's. Good games for sure, all around. Those were some great Wi-Fi experiences on Weemfi. I will now go and raid Moki Doki. He's playing Super Smash Bros. So, raid Moki Doki. There we go. Mature audiences, I'm sure you guys can handle swear words. I've said plenty of swear words. Thanks for watching. I will be back in a couple days, probably Saturday. Usually I stream in the afternoon, but other shit came up, so that's what's what. Until next time.